it is Monday, so I don't really have many meetings today. I've got a dentist appointment and also a meeting with my book coach, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to spend most of the day just catching up on some life admin, business admin, a lot of messages, a couple of emails. But really, my Mondays I really use to set up the week. I don't like to schedule too many things. So I like to feel like, okay, this is my priorities are for the week and this is what I'm doing. My main two priorities is I need to sort out a couple of travel things. So I've got accommodation in Singapore and my flights from Tokyo to Beijing. So I got to sort that out this week, ideally before I leave. And then in terms of business, I've got a couple of things to do for clients. So I'll do a lot of client check-ins today in the afternoon. But for most of the morning, I'm just going to be reading, writing, and creating. That's how I like to spend most of my mornings. And then I do all the admin stuff sort of in the afternoon when I don't really need as much brain power and I can kind of be on second gear and still get through a lot of things. So I didn't record as much as I wanted last week in the vlog, so sorry if last week's vlog was a tad boring or a tad undercooked. I try to just get it out there as much as possible, but sometimes it's not the best, I will admit. So I'm getting back on it today, and I've got my flight out to Singapore this Saturday. So very busy week. I'll be in the Melbourne CBD for most of this week as well. So see how it all goes. Lots of business meetings, and I will catch you later in the day. One of the things that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks is actually building more landing pages. I found that I just need to become more discoverable and be able to point people into landing pages that I own on my website, whatever it might be. So there's a couple of things that I've revamped with my website, which I can show you here. So this is the podcast landing page. Still not perfect. There's still things I need to fix, but benefit based, find your next mentor, big hero footage of me kind of being cringe, and then kind of the why bother. So it's like really agitating. So there's the problem, agitation, and then the kind of the real stories from real solopreneurs. So it's really going into the benefits and meaning for them, for the podcast, previous guests, etc., etc. I really like this. Great photos taken, really showcases them well. Oops, he's gone into editing it. And then I've got after that, if it shows, so that's got actual audio on it, and then this one has got again benefit based, like a free solopreneurship school taught by the best people who are doing it. This is they want to be on the podcast. This is just a testimonial from someone who's been on it, and then the previous solopreneur. So again, just more social proof of people who have been on the podcast, and it's not just some random person who hasn't even recorded an episode yet, but people might see these. These people are kind of well known in the solopreneurship space, and being a digital nomad is everyone kind of knows everyone. And then I'm going to have a Beehive newsletter here. And then I've got, guests who have quite large followings. Just put them as like the halo testimonial, which I was kind of researched and taught to do. So that's the podcast landing page. And then I'm actually creating one for how to book me as a speaker, for my guides on solopreneurship. And then I'm going to do one on my book and a couple for my, create a sales page for my offer docs. Because I've already validated this, I feel really comfortable doing it. And I wouldn't recommend this if you're making less than 5 to 10K a month, because it's not really worth it for you. But in my position, I'm on about 35K. I'm going to crack 40K per month soon. So I need to build more leverage, and I need to be able to build leverage without me constantly having to be there, so that things like the podcast, the speaking can just happen quite naturally, and that people can just find me. So that's where I've been investing a lot of my time and energy, just a lot of landing pages and digital products. The digital product journey taught me that, yes, I can create digital products, but if I don't have the architecture and the infrastructure to actually make it happen, then the journey that people have in my business is not going to be a very good one. So this has actually prompted me to go back to basics and really understand what the journey is for potential customers and what the benefit is for them to even go and be on the podcast or listen to the podcast. So I'm really enjoying it.
And you try to do everything at the same time. You're trying to write, you're trying to edit, you're doing the romantic element of the book away from it. And that's what...
Yeah. Now I was like, oh, wait a sec.
Had no idea if I had no career or even no idea what I wanted to do, no business. my microphone's not connected yet. All right, let's go. And we've got all the footage and the documentation that we did this.
We are here at Il Solito Posto. It's basically Peter's kitchen. Comes every day, sits in the same spot, eats food. Everyone loves him. We love. I don't know. It's a nice thing to do. What? We all need to eat, especially at lunchtime. And he'll be in here, and hopefully not too late.
Good. Michael, how are you? Happy
Good,
birthday.
thank you.
And there's a little present for you.
Oh, thank you.
Forgive the lack of wrapping.
No, that's okay. How'd you know? This is my favorite bottle.
What?
It's my favorite water bottle. Is it? Yeah, I'm not joking. I'm now Michael McMullen. Peter, you should have.
I had my map.
You can put it anywhere.
Yeah, no, it's good. And Peter said we went by one, so... I always like to tell you the linguini.
Quick wave. Currently at Cornwall's waiting to be interviewed by two representatives from the University of Melbourne. This interview will be showcasing the mentor relationship that myself and Peter McMullen have, who's currently not here. This is just an empty chair for now. And will be used to showcase the upcoming World Chambers Congress here in Melbourne in September, and also the launch of the Good Business Network, where we're flying to Japan to launch it, but also having the second Good Business gathering here in Melbourne, hometown of Melbourne. So, very excited for it. How are you feeling?
I'm excited. Always and nervous.
Yep.
They always say just before you do something good or impressive, you always feel very nervous. And so I'm hoping that will be the next stage, and it won't be just a toilet visit, that we actually get to do something good and not have to go to the toilet too many times. But apart from that, no, excited here, Cornwall. Sun is shining in Melbourne, beautiful Melbourne. But we are heading to Japan, my first ever trip to Japan. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Osaka. Shake my hand. You want it back? It's yours.
Thank you. Cut to the interview. So I first started off with this idea by actually just writing online. So I was talking to Peter before about medium.com, which is like an online writing platform. So I started writing on there about 6 years ago, and then realized that writing as a skill is very related to sales and marketing. And that if you can influence someone's behavior and the actions that they take from an article or something that you've written, you can then apply that to sales and marketing for kind of any service or product. Well, the biggest one is networks. So now, obviously, with AI and the internet, ideas are not too hard to come by. And AI nowadays, you're able to create even coding products or software very easily.
Is it difficult for you to hear all these nice...
I don't think I've ever said so many nice things in there.
Go on.
Keep going, keep going.
Happy to keep listening. Michael's mentioned it. I mean, introducing him to the president on the first day when we got to Timor.
That's 24 hours.
Was pretty exciting, really. And Jose's a very good friend of mine, and I've known him for a long time. And
People with money who've just got money and then they'll spend the money. We find people with social involvement.
to the director of programming.
Hello. Hello.
And we got interviewed by... No, I didn't texting. They're texting.
He does a Syrian cooking class now. And he was just chatting and was saying how...
Do it again, I missed it.
You can't recreate these moments. They're not candid.
Oh, good. Okay, so do you see how you just answered that question? What conversations did you just dive into? A procedural one, yeah. Yeah, beautiful. You got to continue the wave. 7 clients. So it's working, essentially, yeah. It's 8 o'clock, Wednesday, 21st of May, back home after a big day. I quite like actually going to a co-working space and mixing it up, working from home and working from a co-working space. I find that the change of environments, whether the transit or the walk to the train station, being at the train station, being on the train, and then being forced to work really shortcuts procrastination. So that's something that I really enjoy. The cold doesn't really help here in Melbourne. It's like -2 in the morning. So a bit chilly for me, who I'm used to like 20, 25 degree heat in the morning when I wake up in Singapore or Bali or Vietnam or Bangkok. But today's been a really good productive day. I felt that all my actions now are aligning towards a bigger goal. And I know I can sometimes speak a bit vague about this, but the work that I'm doing now, I feel is laying down the foundation for my business in the long term. And I'm at a stage now where I'm steering a much bigger ship. I'm making more money per month. I've got more leverage. So I'm spending much more time actually building out the digital infrastructure of my business. So revamping my website, revamping my funnels, really understanding links, getting branded short links, all this stuff that on the surface doesn't actually change my business, but I know is building the foundations for my business to like sprout out like a mushroom. So all the underground work is happening right now. And in, this might not pay off for another 6 months, but in 3 to 6 months time, my business will just look very different. And that's been really cool. So I've been working on, branded short links via short.io, digital product creation via Thrivecart, revamping my website, really diving deep into building out a CRM and understanding my audience and gathering data on them. All these things that just sound really boring, and they are boring, but so important to actually build a business. So that's what I've been focusing on for today. Well, that's what I've been focusing on for the last couple of weeks, but that's what really I've been focusing on. Had a couple of client meetings and coaching calls throughout the day. So it's been really good. I've been really happy with how much progress and how productive I've been able to be today. Gonna take a shower and then probably read and call it a night. And then I'll see you on Thursday. See you tomorrow. I'm working from home. So see you there.
Yeah, that's all come from the minimal cold outreach that I've done. Sort of a friend, and haven't seen him for a long time, and he's like, oh yeah, like later in the year. Like,
where my mind went was just...
Yeah.
Maybe just send them to the recruiters next week. Yeah. Make sure we get them on by before July.
The man himself.
That has to be some footage.
Oh,
Hey, brother.
So good to
Very well. Look at this.
How's Melbourne?
Look at this. Couple of boys that have returned back to the humble roots.
We are in Tower 5
In the corporate stranglehold of
quite ironic.
escapes. Yeah, I know, we've come back.
Quite ironic, but here we are.
And he's sneaking me into the co-working space. Let's go.
No, it's a welcome.
Beautiful, man. I also love the Osmo, man.
It's the best.
I think after, you're probably the 5th or 7th person in my life. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the MRR gods. The MRR gods.
To the MRR gods.
To the MRR gods. Amazing. What do we get here?
I know a lot of people eat for pleasure. I purely eat for functionality.
Yep.
Is it 1,000?
No, see, I think the base model of the Osmo, I'm pretty sure, is just that. But if you want the...
Creator pack?
Yeah, isn't it
Yeah,
Creator pack?
1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad.
It's quite cheap.
Very good. Okay, that's what I was... So I'm looking to get, the 2 mics.
Oh, the 2 mics will cost you a bit more, but the mic's only $100.
Okay.
Like this was, I bought this separately. It's only 160.
I think that's what I was thinking. I think I did the mental math, and I was like, okay, I'm just... Because I don't...
Yeah, 1,400 would get
1,400 will probably
get
get...
you
Yeah, that'll clear everything.
If you also want a cage,
Yep. So I think something you've shared, I think offline and online, is like you have to love the boring.
Yes.
And you know, we're not here. We're not hiring a Lambo. We're not about to do some flexing, because that would not only just like be inauthentic to us, but it's also inauthentic to what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. From Olympic winning swimmers. So these are already the elite of the elite.
Yeah, the top 1%.
Yeah. So this is like separated.
But now it's like the 1% of the 1%.
0.1% to the 1%.
Yeah.
So those who actually got gold.
Yeah.
And they all obviously are very talented.
Yeah.
But at that level, the one thing that separated all of them was that the Olympic gold medalists could reward themselves. I might have to go back up for a meeting.
Very good.
That was a good
little walk and talk.
Good walk.
We love it in the grey skies of Melbourne.
I'm actually
a little change of scene from Bali.
Welcome to the chaos of packing my bags to go to Singapore and Southeast Asia for the next 3 months. All this will fit at some point.
You told you to take it off.
You owe me money.
For the wedding. Why'd you take it off?
Huh?
Why'd you take it off? I just want cheese!
What's
the debate?
What?
If it's you're grilled, Michael, yeah?
Grilled calamari, yes.
Chips are right.
Oh, so what did you? Let's answer the question they were all.
Yeah.
Nick, I don't know if you know this, but I've been to Barcelona.
So I'm doing 1 week 4 days in Rome. Because I was broke.
You don't have any.
His nan can't hear. But she saw and she. But you can check in, right?
I'm at Melbourne Airport, about to embark on another 3-month journey across Southeast Asia. So leaving for Singapore today, and then Osaka, Tokyo, Beijing, Singapore again, Bali, then back to Melbourne for an event. Be lots of fun. Flying with Scoot Plus today. So see how it goes. First time flying Scoot Plus. Check-in and security, I swear, in probably under 15 minutes flat. It's 11:18. I think I got to the airport at 11 o'clock. So that was probably the best experience I've ever had at Melbourne Airport. But I am going to do a bit of work. My boarding time is about 12:50, so I've got about an hour and a half. Going to bang out some work, some writing, and check in with a couple of clients before I get onto this flight. But yeah, pretty excited for it. Cut to a montage of me working. Thank you.
How much you want to one across the left side?
About 1 hour into the flight to Singapore, and basically been working on a lot of content. I'm ghostwriting an article for a client while I'm flying, doing a bit of my book outline, writing a whole bunch of content for LinkedIn, Substack, and Instagram. I've actually had a bit of a breakthrough in some of my content and how I'm actually going to repurpose it so I don't have to spend so much time creating content. And there's something about being on a plane where I just have this tremendous amount of focus and creativity, because I'm in an new environment, there's no internet, I kind of just have time to think. So I always like to leverage this time to just do a whole lot of thinking, journaling, brainstorming, and I always come out with like 4 to 5 new ideas. So it's not about forcing myself to be productive, I'm just in a different headspace when I'm on planes. So I really kind of enjoy flights sometimes. Just gives me the time and space to think about things. So yeah, that's what I'm working on for the next couple of hours.
So you use it for a podcast in Bali? Yeah. Very handy. But I also hire a guy in Bali.
made it to Singapore. I have eaten dinner. I've made it to my hotel. I've checked in, and I am exhausted. It's like 10:30 p.m. Singapore time, so for me it's like 12:30 a.m. So it's been a full day of travel, and it really knocked the stuffing out of me. Gonna take a shower. Going to unpack my bags, set up my. I like to set up 3 stations. One is my toiletries, toothbrush station. One is electrical station, and one's like a sleeping station. So charging station, sleeping station, bathroom station, and that's how I feel grounded and relaxed. I am so tired, but I will see you tomorrow. I am catching up with lots of family tomorrow.
Then I pick about 10. Then I tried one, I said so sour, so
Yes.
Extreme right, the leg. Yep.
Hay cô ý.
Nếu cho cô bé đi ông hả?
Charles asking if I was a big baby.
Yes.
Oh, I was?
3.6.
You ask me to do that, right? Then there'll be a lot more.
How are you? How are you? Good? Apa kabar?
Sometimes no appetite, sometimes no appetite.
No appetite.
Why don't you eat?
I don't eat chicken.
You don't eat chicken?
No.
Why?
Vegetarian.
Oh,
I buy for you.
how to eat so much? Wow, too much I eat. So much.
Just eat one now, eat later. Do you want to go closer to the table? Do you need to go closer? It's okay, it's good. Gravy. Potato gravy. It's your daughter.
Hello, Mama. Mama eating KFC. Oh my God, a KFC. Yeah, because she loves French. Truffle chips and all that.
But she likes truffle chips.
Yeah.
Where do you procure truffle chips?
Italian restaurant that Sweku brought her.
Where do you procure? How do you procure truffle chips? Where do I buy it from?
It's some Italian restaurant over here. You ask Sweku.
Okay.
Some Italian restaurant they brought her to eat.
Yeah, I'll come. I'll swing by tomorrow.
Where?
What should I get next?
Get her nuggets and chips.
From Macca's?
Yeah.
I can just grab that, right? I can just.
Me know you come here.
Yeah. I stayed.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay.
Everybody, very good. Alex had his second child.
Oh, second child. Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy.
Grayson.
Oh, Kote. The chicken quite big, yeah? Ah, very big.
I just finished visiting my 90-year-old grandmother in a nursing home, St. Andrews. It's always pretty, I don't know what the right word is, but it gives me the perspective of, man, life is short, and there are probably regrets and things that they wish that they worked through in their life, but now obviously they can't, and it's like, damn, I've got to make the most of the time that I've got, my health, my energy, my vitality, my clarity of mind, all that stuff. Just, yeah, it's really sobering. I think it's also really important to have that perspective, but I'm gonna get some dinner now. It's about 6 o'clock, and then do a bit of work, just travel admin and a few life admin things to prepare for the week ahead. So see you there.